Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Faris Daniel Benjasni and my matrix number is 2021-876-848.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Arif Zulfikri bin Sazali. My matrix number is 2021-819146.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Zulhairi bin Wadovahido and my matrix number is 2021-4552 and 64.
For the objective, in order to achieve the project's goals, number one is we were able to obtain the frequency of each flavor of the sweets. Next, to calculate the experimental probability and the theoretical probability of each flavor. After that, we can identify the difference between experimental probability and theoretical probability. Other than that is to apply discrete probability distribution function, and finally to compute mathematical expectation which imply mean.
Methodology. Our group assignment for Sta150 is about experiment 3, which is picking up a candy. First of all, we should have 3 different flavor of candy, and each candy also should have a different quantity. The flavor that we have is an orange, mango and grape. For orange, we have 11 quantities, and for mango, we have 13 quantities, and for grape, we have 6 quantities. The total candy is equal to 30, and for the experiment, my group members will pick it randomly with closed eye for 30 times.
Step 1. Buy 3 different flavors with different quantities for each candy and the total must be equal to 30. Step 2. Put all the candy in one box and shake the box so there will be no bias. Step 3. Arif will close Faris' eye who will pick up the candy in the box. Step 4. For the first trial, Faris will pick up one candy in the box randomly. After that, Zulhairi will look at the result and record the result in the table. Step 6. After that, Faris will put back the candy into the box. Step 7. This step will be repeated and performed for 30 times until all the data is gained.
Okay, for the questions A, according to the experiment, we have 3 different candy flavors, which is orange, mango and grape. 30 flavors are included in all, with 11 being orange, 13 being mango and 6 grape. Outcomes of the experiments, we obtain 8 times for orange candy, 10 times for mango and 12 for grape in our experiment. And the total is 30. Next, question B. What is the experimental probability of obtaining each of the flavor orange, mango and grape? So, the number of events that occur must be divided by the total number of trials in order to discover the answer of this problem. The formula is PA equals to N divided by capital N, which is equal to NA divided by NS. So, for orange, we got 8 over 30 and we simplify as 4 over 15. And for mango is 10 over 30 and we get 1 over 3. And the last one is grape, which is we get 12 over 30 and we simplify it as 2 over 5. Question C. What is the theoretical probability of obtaining each of the flavors orange, mango, grape? In order to solve these questions, we must find the favorable outcomes divided by possible outcomes, which is for orange, we got 11 over 30, mango, 13 over 30, and grape, we got 1 over 5.
Question D. What is the difference between experimental probability of obtaining orange flavor and the theoretical probability of obtaining orange flavor? Write answer as a percent rounded to the nearest whole percentage. So for this question, we just need to minus the experimental probability to theoretical probability. So the experimental probability for orange is 4 over 15 and theoretical probability for orange is 11 to 30. If you minus 2 of that, we got -1 over 10. And the answer need to be in percentage, so we multiply the answer to 100% and we got 10%. So there is 10% of chance of getting orange flavor over the theoretical probability. Question E. What is the difference between experimental probability of obtaining mango's flavor and the theoretical probability of obtaining mango's flavor? Right answer as a percent rounded to the nearest whole percentage. For this question is the same just like question D. So we just need to minus the experimental probability to theoretical probability. So the experimental probability of mango is 1 over 3 and theoretical probability mango is 13 over 30. And we got the answer -1 over 10. So we just need to change the answer to percentage by multiply it to 100%. And the answer is 10%. So there is a 10% of chance of not getting mango over the theoretical probability.
For question F, what is the difference between experimental probability of obtaining grape flavors and the theoretical probability of obtaining grape flavors? For the question, we will use the formula experiment probability minus with theoretical probability. For experiment probability, the value is 2 over 5, while the theoretical probability, the value is equal to 1 over 5. Then we will minus 2 over 5 with 1 over 5 and we will get the answer is 1 over 5. For this question, it asks us to write answer as percent rounded to the nearest whole percentage. So we will take the 1 over 5 and times it with 100%. Then we will get the answer 20%. For the last question, question G, what is the experimental probability the selected candy are not orange? For this question, we will use the formula 1 minus with experiment probability orange. We will use 1 minus with experiment probability orange because 1 is the maximum possibility value of the probability. So the experiment probability orange is 4 over 15. So we will take the 1 minus with 4 over 15 and we will get the answer 11 over 15. Conclusion. The probability of receiving the number of random variable x was different in each trial while doing the probability experiment. We also can know the difference between the experimental probability and the theoretical probability of a random variable. It is reasonable that probability plays an important role in the solution of statistical problem.